Welcome everybody to Live Sail Die's Day 7 coverage from Tokyo 2020. I've got Logan Dunning Beck and Andrew Brown with me again. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning.
So let's kick off straight into the 49er FXs from yesterday. Unfortunate day for the Kiwi girls, our sort of, I guess you'd call them defending silver medalists from Rio. Couldn't quite string a good enough day to get her to sneak into the medal race, Logan. So they've ended up in 12th position, not where they would want it to have been.
Yes, it must have been a bit of a sad ending for the day. They put a really good first race together, and then a little bit downhill from there, which is very unfortunate. Quite a few of the top girls yesterday really struggled, so it looks like it would have been a really difficult day on the water.
Yeah, when you look down the scorecards for the 49er FX, it's actually quite a high scoring event. You know, the top girls are averaging more than 6 at the moment, which you wouldn't normally have for that fleet. So there's probably plenty of opportunities to be up there, but it is what it is now. But the top of the leaderboard leading into this medal race, the top 3 only separated by 3 points. Again, it's going to be a cracker of a medal race in a couple of days' time.
Yes, and it looks like it's a bit of a light forecast for that medal race day, so we could see some really exciting racing.
Yeah, awesome. So we've got the Dutch, the Brazilians and the Germans currently holding their gold, silver and bronze positions. Brownie, one of your specialty classes, the Finn. Awesome day for Josh Jr.
Yeah, he won the day, a first and a fourth. Put together 2 really solid races. In light winds, sailed really, really well.
Always a good confidence booster to come out and win the first race of the day when the pressure's on to get low scores. So that would have helped him through the second race as well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he had a rest day the day before and knew it was going to be a moving day. He needed to actually put 2 good scores together to give himself a chance leading into the last couple of races of the regatta.
Yeah, so he's got another 2 races today. He realistically needs to keep knocking out those low scores. He's still 9 points out of bronze, but those top guys have all been quite consistent as well. So we expect to see Josh have another good one today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and looking at PredictWind this morning, it looks like it's going to be a really nice sea breeze today, 14 knots. You know, maybe up to 17, 18. So that'll bring the waves as well. Nice onshore breeze for the Kiwi guys.
Yeah, nice. Logan, NACRA 17s, they've still got 3 races left in the contest, but looking down at the Kiwis, Micah and Erica, pretty much out of the hunt now for the top 10, 20 points out of 10th position. They've just been really consistent through the day. We were hoping to see a better performance in the light air, but they seem to have stayed pretty same. That fleet, you know, they all sort of are where they are. Do you think they'll be happy with their performance?
I think they'll be a little bit disappointed with how they're going. In the last few months, they've been performing a lot better than that, and they've had a few issues in the build up to the games, which has been hard to deal with. But they've kind of worked their way through that, and I don't think they'll be happy. But they're doing a great job.
And great experience moving forward, you know, heading into the next one. So at the top of the NACRA 17s, we've got the Italians still in the lead, the favourites. GBR and Germany in behind there. Then it's pretty close. Australia, Spain, Argentina, all still with the hunt. 3 more qualification races to go. A bit more breeze today, so again, we'll see a little bit of a mix-up there. So, you know, that's going to be a tight battle. I'd say the top 6 will be where those medals come from. 49ers, Logan. Great day for Pete and Blair. They've consolidated, well, not consolidated, they've moved into the lead now. A 4-point lead going into the medal race. Looked like real tough racing again in that light stuff. So they've obviously, you know, coming on to really good form at the end of, business end of the regatta.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see the boys kind of pull finger a bit, and you know, they're pushing it in the start and sort of the sailing that we're used to seeing from them. So A few things didn't go their way when maybe we would have expected it to, but they still put together a good day, stepped out a little bit, and it's really close, so they'll be looking forward to going into that medal race with a totally packed fleet.
So, put yourself in their shoes. You've been in amongst this fleet for a bunch of years now. You know all these guys. Medal race coming up. You've got a 4-point lead with 2 guys tied behind you. What's the game plan, do you think?
Yeah, it's close enough that everyone can have a crack at it, really, in that top kind of 6-7 boats. So I think the congestion will mean that the 2nd and 3rd places are racing each other, and 4th and 5th are racing 2nd and 3rd and themselves. So Pete and Blair can get into what they usually do, and the racetrack will clear out a little bit with fewer boats, so they can get a good start, really get their speed going, and then just kind of punish the guys near them and make sure that no one's sort of going around the outside.
Yes, all you Kiwi fans out there, make sure tomorrow you're tuned in for that one. We'll be looking forward for hopefully a nice shiny gold medal at the end of that day. Looking through the rest of the races yesterday, Brownie, of course we can't not mention that we had the RSX medal races yesterday, the first medal races of the regatta for the sailing. The RSX men, of course, Kieran Badlow cleaned out. He just cruised around the course nicely. He already had the gold wrapped up. But it was an interesting race with a bunch of OCSs and a few boats moving up and down the leaderboard. And the young Chinese Guy Kun came through from 5th or 6th up to snatch a bronze.
Yeah, it was amazing. As you say, Kieran just cruised through the medal race, still finished 2nd in the medal race. Quite amazing. It was a last ever RSX race at the Olympics. Really interesting to see. 3 of them were OCS'd, pulled off the fleet, pulled out of the race, and the medals were changing all the time. We had the Israeli who finished 4th overall, who won the medal race. He was in silver for a time, and it was really close, exciting racing. And again, it just shows for all the young guys behind us that never give up, and that 1 point means everything.
Now, Logan, I know you watched the RSX women's final. I thought that was a phenomenal performance by the Chinese girl Lu to get the gold there, with probably 100 metres left to the top mark. If you just looked at the positions, she was probably out of it, and it looked like the French Picon had snuck away to secure her 2nd gold in a row. But Lu just pumped her way up a ley line underneath a bunch to defend her position and win gold.
Yeah, I think it's just an example of how fit those sailors are. She was, you could call it well underlaid, and just brute force pumped her way all the way to the top mark to go around in, 3rd or 4th, and then just pumping furiously all the way downwind to secure that gold. Yeah,
it was a phenomenal performance, and it's certainly a never give up. It was like, wow, she deserved that. That was really cool. So looking ahead to today, everybody, we've got the NACRA team, Micah and Erica, have got another 3 races today to finish off qualification. I'm sure they'll be determined to go out there and finish on a high note. The 470 men and women, Brownie, are back out on the race course with 2 races.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how the boys go. They've had from talking to their coach, Jeff Woolley, they've had a great lay day yesterday, and they're really excited for today. They know it's a moving day for them as well.
Great, and then we've got Josh Jr. out there in the fin, 2 more races there to try and close that gap on the medal, so he goes into the medal race with a really good, realistic chance of snatching a medal there. So we look forward to seeing him in a bit more breeze.
Yeah, definitely. I think we'll see some really determined sailing from Josh, and we know that Josh is fast downwind, so having that onshore breeze and a few waves, I think he'll go really well today.
And, the day's going to be finished off with 2 medal races, and the laser radial and the laser. Of course, we've got Sam Meach. He's not out of it. It's a pretty tough for him, but basically I think his target, he's just got to go out and win the medal race and see how the chips fall behind him. He is a mathematical chance, if not a distant one, of snatching a bronze, but I'm sure he'll be going out there to smash the race out and see how the chips fall behind him.
Yeah, I'm sure that's his game plan. For sure.
And of course the laser radials, after yesterday's performance, there could be a few fireworks between the Dane and the Dutch out there.
Yeah, that'll be a really interesting one to see, and just to see if the Danish can finish it off, or or if her head gets in the way.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Again, thank you very much to our sponsors, PredictWind and B&G. Shout out to Sailing Energy for all the awesome photos. And we'll look forward to seeing you here tomorrow with hopefully some more good Kiwi performances.